halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now in his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. 23 yards, the final tally.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Here's the 4th-year man, J.K. Dobbins. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top 5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 33, here's 2nd and a yard. Play action. Now Jackson. There's the stiff arm. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain of 32 that time.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Edwards. Trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. And season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Rumors of Goff's demise? Greatly exaggerated, it seems. Boy, what a big year he had last year. 29 touchdowns. It led the Lions to their first winning season since 2017. Under his leadership, the Lions expect to make the playoffs for the first time in a few seasons.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Goff. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
And the Lions first down.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And they'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 13 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's been a touchdown machine for this season. He's #1 in the league in rushing touchdowns. So that has to help the entire offense as a whole. Play-action passes, other people have a chance to touch the football because if you're a defense, you absolutely have to key on him.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Goff. Jones has it. And he is going to have the Lions first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. The Lions at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. But you look at this defense. They are #2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Jackson going to keep it running right. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he works free. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 and a first down. The contact on that run came pretty early. Nice job just to push forward and get some extra yardage. Good game.
It certainly was, because the initial contact did not signal the end of the play. His mind, his body, his legs said keep churning forward, and he gained more yardage.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Running left, Montgomery able to slither by. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. Touchdown! Jamison Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, Montgomery trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he is going to have the Lions first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. On first down, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Goff now looking to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Play action. It's Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Brock Wright, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
At the Lions' 23-yard line.
Jackson now. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a 1-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for, with both these teams in it to win it.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. So here are the Lions to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's taken down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
He's got it to Williams. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Finding Williams once more, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Goff. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he is going to have a Lions 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Goff. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
They go play action with Jackson. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First and second is short. That gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's second and 4.
At the 30-yard line.
Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Jackson, option right. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 8. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw is Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. Here's Jackson. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved. And that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point. 3rd and 3. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And the Lions first down.
Now a first down throw. Goff. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A shotgun snap for Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there. A breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Goff now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 11 yards for number 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Montgomery. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start with the option. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there. First down gain of 26 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Romeo Okwara working his way in and getting the tackle for loss. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Jackson going to hold on to it again. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. But during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Play action. Now Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They go play action now. Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Alex Alex Anzalone from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. On the option right is Jackson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. There's the athleticism of Tyus Bowser on display. Wrapping him up, no problem. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Goff. This one swung out to Montgomery. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6. There's Goff. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run. A 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Jackson on 1st down. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Jackson options out left. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. He's been pretty good with his legs in this game. A really nice gain there. Defensively, they've been okay covering downfield, but you got to account for the quarterback, right?
Yeah, and that's the hardest part, because normally when you play 11 on 11, it's truly not 11 on 11. Defensively, you don't account for the quarterback in the run game. You account for everyone else and hope that you can catch him before he gets to the 1st down marker. But as you noticed, he's been doing it a little bit. This time he saved his best for this run.
Saving one of his best for the 4th quarter. Flush to his right. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add to their 4th quarter lead. Important extra point up and through. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here's Goff and the Lions. Down by 9. 1:51 on the clock. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now it's Goff. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Here's 1st and goal. Goff now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Trying to take this home, they'll run. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. Well, that 2nd half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the 2nd half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead.
Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Baltimore, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.